All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So I'm actually in the middle of uploading a video right now, kind of a training camp practice recap, and more so like latest news and notes regarding the team. Dalvin Cook, obviously, at Jets training camp, but I'm in the middle of uploading that, and I look down at my phone and I see that I think it was Mike Garafolo had a tweet saying that Aaron Rodgers just had a sit down with Peter Schrager, doing like a one-on-one interview, and Rodgers fired back at Sean Payton, where he said, apparently the interview ended off with Rodgers saying, "Keep my coach's name out of your mouth." Now, for context, I don't even know if the full interview is released. I don't know if they published it on their site. I know that I think it was NFL Plus the interview is going to be coming out on, and that's like a paid subscription service for the NFL. So granted, I have not watched the interview, but this video is more so regarding that quote, right? Just Rodgers' stance on the situation. To me, I think it's totally cool, right? When I think about, my favorite years growing up watching the Jets, it was the early days of Rex Ryan. And part of that, of course, the wins and the playoff success and, just some of the players on the squad, Braylon Edwards, Revis, Cremar, all these different guys, Santonio. The list goes, I could sit here for, an hour talking about that team. LT, Mangold, DeBerkashaw, like all these great players. So many guys I really, really liked. But one of the biggest things I loved about that team is it had like this edge to them. And they had this, I don't know if attitude is the right word, but they had this kind of persona where you could just tell that the other teams in the NFL, not a lot of fans like that Jets team. And the Jets were okay with it because they were going to do their thing. They were going to play their style of football, smash mouth, run the football, control the clock, play great defense. He actually had a couple of quotes that I just remember like loving at the time. One of which was, if you take a swipe at one of our guys, we're going to take a swipe at two of yours. He had another quote at one point where he said that he's walked over tougher guys going to a fight. I think that was in regards to a Dolphins player. I could be wrong, but I just liked having that aggressive edge. Like, hey, we're the New York Jets. We're going to play our style of ball. There's nothing you can do about it. If you don't like us, beat us. And with obviously the Jets adding a bunch of guys that quite frankly disappointed last season, Nathaniel Hackett, Keith Carter, Todd Downing, coaches that were fired, coaches that, you talk to you talk to Broncos fans, you talk to Titans fans, they couldn't wait to get these guys out of the organization. Please, like, we need replacements ASAP. So it's like we're looking at the offensive staff. Obviously, this is a unit that needs work compared to last season. And Rodgers and some of these new acquisitions, of course, are going to they're going to make a massive difference. But in the coaching department, these guys all have a massive chip on their shoulder, and to me it's just sick that Aaron Rodgers is he has his guys back, he has his coaches back. So I think it's cool. I think it makes week 5. I haven't even seen the interview or read. I don't even know fully if the interview is completely out yet, but just based off that last quote alone, it's like, hey, the Jets aren't backing down, not backing down from anybody. So week 5, I cannot wait for it. Jets at Broncos. Man, I really want to go to that game. It'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much, and as always, go Jets.